Hello there, YouTubers. I'm in my car, went out for a drive. It's here at nighttime in Lanx, PA. Gotta be careful. It was some freezing rain earlier in the day. As you can see, for those of you that live in the nice warm weather, it's 27 degrees out here. I decided to make this video because I see everybody making videos of themselves driving their cars at night. So I decided to make a little video of me driving around Lancaster, PA in my car. I did make another video of this car. It was during the day. I talked about the car. I showed the interior, the outside, the inside, under the engine. Under the hood, I'm sorry. This is a 2006 Lincoln LS Sport with the 3.9 liter, 280 horsepower, 32 valve, dual overhead cam V8. Bought the car from actually the original owner. The guy bought the car back in 2006 for, I think he said he paid $42,000 or $43,000. He had the actual, the sticker, the window sticker. That's the only thing I forgot to ask for after I bought the car from him. But I was so excited because this car is in mint condition, in and out. Nothing wrong with it. Doesn't need anything. He had the car listed for $2,000. I asked him if he would take $1,800 cash, and he said yes. So I paid $1,800 for this beautiful 2006 Lincoln LS. And like I said, I have another video up on YouTube. It's a walk around and a tour of the video in the daytime. So you guys are more than welcome to look for it on YouTube. All you gotta do is type in 2006 Lincoln LS and look for the car is beige. It's like a beige color. And the windshield, hanging from the windshield, has a Puerto Rican flag. So I think I'm the only one on YouTube with a 2006 Lincoln LS with a Puerto Rican flag hanging from the windshield. So it won't be hard to miss, believe me. When I bought the car, it had 194,000 miles. Now it has 195,000 miles. I probably put on the car about, I would say 150 miles since I bought it. I forgot when it was that I bought it. It was like 2.5 months ago, maybe 2.5 months, almost 3 months ago. I used to have a Lexus ES300, beautiful car. I also have a video of it on YouTube if you guys want to look it up. Again, it's the only Lexus on YouTube with a Puerto Rican flag hanging from the mirror. The color of the car is like a really dark gray two-tone. So I have a lot of videos on YouTube about cars that I've owned over my life. But this is the first video ever that I take of nighttime. And I did it because every time I get on YouTube, I see people posting up, videos of themselves driving the cars at night. So the camera is shaky. I don't have the cameras you guys have when you do the drive arounds in your vehicles. I'm actually using my cell phone because I don't have one of them cameras, a tripod, or whatever it is you guys call it. So the video is shaky because I'm using my phone to record. Car's loaded. He has power everything, including sunroof, heated and cool seats. It also has a Tiptronic transmission. It has a telescope steering wheel. ADAS, it sticks, it ain't danger. This thing is loaded to the max. If you hear a beeping sound, that's my seatbelt. I don't have my seatbelt on, so the guy's telling me, hey, put your seatbelt on, motherfucker. So, yeah, I don't have my seatbelt on, so that's why you hear the car beeping. As you can see, the car doesn't have any lights on the dash whatsoever. The only light that you see come on and off flashing is the seatbelt light, because I don't have my seatbelt on. But car runs and drives amazing, man. I'm telling you. I got myself a good deal here, so, you know. Just gotta put the camera down for a second. There's a cop, Lancaster police, right up front, right over there, as you can see them. I don't want them to see me on the phone. So, like I said, this car, it runs great. It is the 3.9 liter V8 engine. Like I said on my other video, they made two engine size in this car. They made the V6 engine, and then they made the 3.9 liter V8 engine with a 3.9 horsepower, 32 valve dual overhead cam V8. I'm gonna tell you, man, for this being a big car and being a heavy car at that, it moves pretty nice. You hit the gas and this thing takes off like a bullet, man. For being a big heavy car, it's not a bad driving vehicle. It has a lot of power. It really does. The only downfall with this Lincoln LS is, and I don't know if the V6 has the same issue or not, but the problem with this V8 from Lincoln, at least the Lincoln LS, they're notoriously bad when it comes to ignition coils. The ignition coils in this thing go out like butter. So when I went to check the car out, that was one of the first questions I asked the guy. I asked him if he had replaced the ignition coils on the car, and he told me yes, that he had replaced all 8 of them. So with that said, I took it out for a drive. It drove. I loved it. I loved how it drove. And I've owned a lot of cars in my life. Now, this is my first Lincoln LS. Even though I've always wanted a Lincoln LS. And if you're asking yourselves, then why is this your first one? If you always wanted a Lincoln LS, is because, like I told you, the issue with the ignition coils, that's not the only problem with these cars. Also, another bad thing with them, it's the thermostat housing. Thermostat housing on these vehicles are made out of plastic. They're not made out of metal like in other cars. So, with time, the heat from the engine, you know, the thermostat housing cracks and it starts to leak antifreeze. And obviously, you know, that's a problem. Another thing these cars are notoriously known for being bad, it's the I think it's called the heater control valve. A lot of these cars suffer from no heat or little heat. So before you all start thinking it's your heater core, on the Lincoln LSs, I don't know on other Lincolns, but at least on the Lincoln LS, they had a big problem with their heater control valve. And if you guys don't believe me, you guys can look it up on YouTube, you can look it up on Google, and you will find it that these cars are known to be notorious with that. So the if you're in the market to buy one of these Lincolns, those are 3 things to look out for. The ignition coils, the heater control valve, and the thermostat housing. These cars are known for that, for those 3 things. I also heard something about their transmissions, that these Lincoln LSs are bad with transmissions. I don't know how true that is, because like I said, this is the first Lincoln I've owned. The first Lincoln LS. Well, yeah, the first Lincoln I've ever owned. In that matter, the first Lincoln LS. So I don't know how they are with the transmission. Lucky for me, if that is true, I hit the lottery with this one because the transmission on this thing is brand new. I also heard that the engine on these vehicles were made or designed by Jaguar. I don't know if it's true, but I think it is because I've seen it a lot on YouTube that Jaguar designed the engine for this car, for the Lincoln. I don't know if they designed the V6 engine. I know about the V8. I don't know about the V6. Other than the things that I told you that these cars are known for, these are good cars. They drive nice. They're comfortable. They're roomy, powerful. The only thing that they suck on is two things. In the wintertime, they suck in the snow because this is a rear-wheel drive vehicle, and the gas. These things, the MPG on these things are, forget it. If you're looking for a gas-efficient car, this ain't the car for you. These things eat gas like nothing. I mean, it is a V8. It is a big engine. I believe this has an 18-gallon fuel tank. I'm not 100%. It's either 17 or 18. But besides the gas, and besides that it's a rear-wheel drive, and besides the things I told you that they're known to be notoriously bad with when it comes to ignition coils, thermostat housing, and heater control valve. Other than that, they're good. They're good cars. All you have to do is, if you're in the market for one of these, you want to buy one of these cars, just take it out on the road, test drive it, make sure it goes through all the gears, make sure that there's no transmission, make sure that there's no misfires, make sure that, you check the check engine light's not on, make sure that you're getting heat in the car. Even if you live in Florida, California, places where it's hot, still, check for the heat. Because you never know when you're going to need that heater, even though you live in a warm area. So, but yeah, I wanted to make this little video. This is the first video I've ever made of me driving my car at nighttime. Like I said, the car drives amazing. It's a really good car. It sucks in the snow. But besides being sucking in the snow, besides that, this car drives great. It's a good car. I haven't had to do anything to it. The only thing that I did to this car was I replaced the oil filter. I put in it 5% tint windows all around, and I also installed an aftermarket system, 212 audio pipe subwoofers, 2,000 watts with a 1,000-watt amp. I kept the factory radio in because I didn't want to put an aftermarket radio because then the car doesn't look right. So I like the fact that it has, the factory radio, but it has an aftermarket system. All you gotta do is go buy yourself a converter. And all you do is, when you get the converter, you hook up the speaker wires. You hook them out to the subwoofer of the car in the trunk, or one of the speakers in the trunk. And then your RCAs will go on the RCAs in the amp, and then, that's it. But I want to make a quick video of the car. I'm going to let you all go. Hit like if you like. If you have any comments, please post them below. Quick shot of the interior. Like I said, this car is like in brand new shape. Just wanted to make this quick video. So, take care. God bless. And I'm out.